Hey folks, welcome to a channel, The More Survivalist, and in this case we have to talk about the president of Argentina, Javier Milei. He visited New York, he was over at the New York Stock Exchange, he rang the bell, he did his thing, and everyone was super happy. Later he met up with Elon Musk, and what is this all about? Is this beneficial for the country, for Argentina? What does it mean? And so on. Well, first of all, yeah, I will say that yes, you have the images here. I see him there with Diana Mondino, the Chancellor, the Security Minister. This is Patricia Bullrich. She's been around for a while now. She's actually pretty good in terms of security. This is a woman that's been around. She had a pretty interesting life. Sister of Javier Milei and Javier Milei himself. Caputo, Minister of Economy. And there he is. Yeah, pretty happy to be there, I would say. Okay, yeah, rang the bell. Everyone taking photographs. Lots of Argentines, no doubt. Many of these guys, and people that are a fan of the guy, right? They like Javier Milei. Keep in mind, Javier Milei is all about free market, no regulation, nothing, and it's usually the kind of agenda, the kind of stance of politics that these people all love. You're talking about getting rid of any regulation, any restriction, anything that screws up their business. They will love that stuff, right? So yeah, it is understandable that Javier Milei is treated like a damn hero over in Wall Street. Yeah, and there's the article here. This is the New York Post. Well, as I was saying before, Argentina President Milei rang the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange on Monday. So, what is it? Is this symbolic? Yes, it is. It is definitely something symbolic. Is it good for Argentina? The little flag that you see there on the back? Yes, it is. It means you're building relationships with the money, with the international financial community. Now, this always works as long as you get something in return. You have the good faith of opening the country for business, of being pro-market. It also should be reflected in terms of how the market treats you. Now, in that aspect, so far, we're not seeing all that much of a great change. In fact, Argentina was accessing markets by sending its gold over to London, a huge amount. I think that half of the gold Argentina had left was going straight to London physically in damn planes, right? So this is the kind of thing that you do so as to have like you're basically pawning your gold for a loan. And is that valid? Yes, it is. Is that something that is done? Yes, it is. To what exchange? Well, that's where you negotiate. That's the negotiation power that you have. It is something that everyone does know. Some people have a lot better some countries have a lot better standing in the international market, and they access simply by reassuring that yes, we will pay back. And there's some guarantees. There's papers that are signed and so on. But physically, you don't have to actually take your gold to these locations. Who is it that does this? Well, not the guy that is ringing the bell in Wall Street. It's usually going to be the Nicolás Maduros of the world. Your dictator from Venezuela, when he wants to access the market, he has to take gold from Venezuela to London because there is no good faith with that man. He is a damn dictator. He steals from anyone he can, so there's no trust there. To see that you have to deal in the same manner, being someone that is very pro-market, very much the complete opposite of what Nicolás Maduro stands for, I think that's not really all that great. Now, you have to be patient. It's been less than a year, but as of right now, no, these people don't give you anything in good faith. You basically have to earn that little by little. And eventually, you should see a change. Eventually, the flags will not be enough. The cheering and clapping will not be enough. Something has to change for you to no longer be considered as Venezuela. Is this damage done by previous administrations? Absolutely. Is this man the same thing? No, he is not. And you would hope that the market sees that soon enough. Then we have his meeting with Elon Musk. It's his third time they meet. So now they're like all good pals. Is this good? Well, yes, of course it is. And again, this is kind of like when you build these relationships with the market. It's not going to be one day to the next. You slowly have to build up these relationships. In this case, it's easier because it's a personal relationship, right? It's not just, yes, it's business. It always is. But you're dealing directly between the two men. It's Javier Milei getting along with Elon Musk, and Elon Musk liking what Javier Milei says in terms of no more regulations. In fact, it is so much the case that this guy's friend, Donald Trump, of which you may have heard of, he's already talking, and he was talking with Elon Musk in that interview they had about, hey, we have to do what Javier Milei is doing over there about, yeah, let's just get rid of all of this crap, all of this bureaucracy, and let the free market take care of things. And yeah, that's something we would actually like to do. And you know what, Elon, if I win, you come and clean house in the White House. Okay, so these things actually happen, these conversations take place, and of course there's always going to be, this swamp always exists. Don't think for a second that the swamp is going anywhere. This is the freaking swamp right there, right? So all of the lobbying, but it is a good sign that there's these conversations happening. It's a good sign that at least in terms of politics, you're talking about less bureaucracy, less red tape, less stuff getting in the way of people living their lives as you're supposed to. Now, is it the case that you have to get rid of all of? No, that is, you're living in anarchy. You cannot have a civilized society without any kind of rule. But is it overdone 1,000 times over? Absolutely yes. And it needs to be cleaned up and only stick with the basic common sense rules that allow people to trade, do business, and live within a set of rules in which we can all get along with, right? So yes, I think that in all, it's good news that Milei visited Argentina. There's also something here going on about this man is betting very heavily on Donald Trump. Javier Milei likes Donald Trump. Honestly, really, he likes the guy a lot. Donald Trump likes Javier Milei a lot. It is a personal friendship that is of mutual admiration. And if there's one thing in this world that Donald Trump loves, is people that like him. Anyone that likes Donald Trump will like back. And Javier Milei honestly likes Trump. So that is a good friendship going on there, which could be mutually beneficial, especially for Argentina trying to get back into the international community and siding clearly with the United States, and especially if Trump becomes president. Now, if Donald Trump does not become president, well, then that could be a very uncomfortable relationship, given that Javier Milei is super pro-Trump. He is MAGA all day long. He's not only make America great again, he is make Argentina great again. And he is not really much of a finesse guy. He's not gonna be. He is 100% pro-Trump, and he says so, and he spits on everyone that does not like that, right? So that could be a very big bet that you're placing, and it could backfire or not. We'll see how things go. But that's how things are right now. Now, on the positive side of things, it's been less than a year. December will be 1 full year of Javier Milei as a president. We're just getting started here. And even with 1 full term, that's really not enough to change everything, but it is enough to see some important change, and I hope that's the case. Well, in that regard, one of the things I have seen is positive change in terms of Amazon and my books, which I always mention here. If you want to buy my books, you have them available in the links below. These are my books, Surviving the Economic Collapse, based on my experience of going through just that thing in Argentina myself, and Street Survival Skills. Lots of lessons learned there and shared with you folks. I have those books also in Spanish. The Spanish version of those books are Seguridad Colapso Económico and Manual de SupervivienciaModerna. These are also available in Amazon, wherever Amazon exists. And Amazon, up until now, was not available in, in Argentina. You could not. So what happens is that people in Argentina that want to buy my book, they have to buy it in the United States, have it shipped from the United States, and it ends up costing 3 times as much. Whatever you pay for my book in the United States, people in Argentina will pay 3 times as much. And believe me, they still buy it. They appreciate what I'm doing here, the information that I have to share, and they buy it. It just breaks my heart to see that my fellow countrymen have to pay 3 times as much because of what? Because of bureaucracy, because of all of this crap that in many ways Javier Milei is trying to eliminate. And finally, it seems that Amazon will be in Argentina. As of right now, I think there's a flat fee of $5, but eventually it should be free shipping as it is in the United States, in Europe, and everywhere where Amazon works. Eventually, Amazon will be in Argentina as well, and that is that just makes my day. It's really something that I a little bit struggle with because I want people to buy my book everywhere, of course, right? That's basically what I do, and it makes perfect sense, right? There's no mystery there. I sell my books, I promote them, but it's especially bothering when you see that your own countrymen have to go to such an extent. Your own people, the people from your own country, the people that went through the same things you did and would like to learn about what you have to say about that. And, oh, yes, I read what you wrote there. And, yes, I remember this and that. But to have knowing that every single one that bought my book paid 3 times as much, that kind of sucks for me. It's just... Anyway, happy that's finally, apparently changing. So, guys, that's going to be all for now. See you in our next video. Take care.